What if I told you that some experts are currently debating the threat of Google's recent developments in quantum computing that could potentially turn today's unhackable Bitcoin into an easy target? Today we'll be delving into what exactly Google has made and whether or not Bitcoin owners need to shield their wealth from potential quantum-sized risks. Recently, Google has announced Willow, a brand new quantum computer that is capable of solving problems that a supercomputer would need 10 septillion years to complete in just 5 minutes. This is because instead of the bits that display 1 or 0 on a normal computer, quantum computers like Willow use qubits that can show 1, 0, or 1 and 0 at the same time due to a concept called superposition, essentially allowing them to solve steps in parallel rather than step by step like normal computers. However, another use for this quantum computer could be to crack encryption standards like SHA-256 encryption, which is a mathematical function that turns any piece of data into a string of letters and numbers called hashes. Now, what's especially worrying is that networks like Bitcoin use these hashes from SHA-256 to secure transactions and maintain network integrity. Currently, there are two significant threats that Willow poses to Bitcoin. Firstly, Bitcoin security depends on the concept of proof of work, which basically means that computers must race to be the first one to solve certain math problems called hash functions to add a new block of transactions onto the blockchain. By doing so, they earn a reward, which is currently 3.125 Bitcoins. However, since quantum computers can theoretically solve these math problems way easier than a normal computer, people could hypothetically use them to solve these hash functions unfairly fast, which would break the decentralization and fairness of the Bitcoin network. Secondly, Bitcoin currently uses a digital signature algorithm that makes it very hard to guess your private key, which stores all your Bitcoin, from your public key, which is shared for public transactions. However, in theory, if a quantum computer had enough power, it could hypothetically have the ability to reverse engineer a person's private key just by looking at their public key, allowing hackers to steal their Bitcoin or send fraudulent transactions. This is a very scary possibility and has led many people on Twitter to say that Bitcoin is dead. However, before you start panic selling all your Bitcoin, researchers estimate that breaking SHA-256 encryption would require 317 million qubits for a 1-hour attack, or 13 million qubits for a single day breach. Google's Willow has 105 qubits. So unless someone somehow gets their hands on hundreds of thousands of Willows, Bitcoin should be fine for the next couple of years. Additionally, Bitcoin developers have actually already been aware of this potential quantum threat for a long time. For example, Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto originally addressed the threat in 2010, saying that they could potentially switch to a safer hashing method in the event that the SHA-256 encryption is broken. Also, other developers are currently working hard to create and test new unbreakable security measures like lattice-based cryptography, hashed-based signatures, and quantum key distribution to protect Bitcoin from future quantum threats. So, although quantum computers are evolving, Bitcoin isn't being left behind, and is actually evolving with it as time goes on. For now, the risk of quantum computers killing off Bitcoin is still years away, and with solutions being proposed and tested right now, Bitcoin might be here to stay. So, what do you think of the Bitcoin versus Google's quantum computer Willow situation? Subscribe for more crypto and finance situations explained.